Most people in Hollywood, arguably the most image-conscious place on the planet, have reportedly had some nips and tucks. Even icons like Marilyn Monroe reportedly had a little work done. But for some stars, going under the knife has gone way beyond subtle enhancements, and the results haven't been pretty. These celebrities spent millions on procedures that left them with puffy lips and stretched faces, transforming their once iconic looks into something nearly unrecognizable. From minor tweaks that went wrong to drastic facial overhauls, these stories will make you rethink the price of chasing perfection. Join us as we take a look at 25 celebrities who ruined their faces through cosmetic surgery. Number 1. Donatella Versace. First on the list is the legendary Donatella Versace. It's often said that beauty equals power, but for this fashion icon, the pursuit of it came with an unexpected price. When Donatella first stepped into the public eye in the late 1990s, following the tragic death of her brother Gianni Versace, she epitomized the classic beauty of Italy. However, by the early 2000s, her appearance started to change dramatically, and the fashion world took notice. One of the most noticeable changes was her nose. Once naturally broad, Donatella's nose became much slimmer and more refined, leading to speculation that she'd had rhinoplasty. Her face, once naturally radiant, also began to show signs of heavy cosmetic work. Many experts believe she underwent multiple facelifts to counter the signs of aging, but the results left her skin so tight that it almost appeared waxy. Donatella's lips also drew attention, becoming unusually full, a change often attributed to lip augmentation. Her cheekbones looked sharper too, possibly from the use of fillers or cheek implants, creating a more sculpted look that was quite different from her original appearance. Her once expressive eyes also seemed to transform, likely due to blepharoplasty, a surgery to address drooping eyelids and under-eye bags. All these changes have made Donatella's face a hot topic when it comes to cosmetic surgery gone wrong. Number 2. Raji Narayanasinghe. Raji Narayanasinghe's story serves as one of the most chilling reminders of the dangers of botched cosmetic procedures. In 2005, Raji sought inexpensive filler injections to enhance her facial features. Unfortunately, she ended up receiving a toxic mixture of cement, tire sealant, and mineral oil from a fake doctor. The substance hardened under her skin, leading to painful lumps and severe disfigurement across her face. Her cheeks, which were supposed to look fuller and more balanced, became misshapen and bumpy, resulting in devastating consequences. For years, Raji avoided public appearances, feeling ashamed of her altered appearance. It wasn't until she appeared on the show Botched that doctors stepped in to perform corrective surgeries. Although she underwent several procedures, the doctors decided it was too risky to completely remove the harmful substances, leaving some visible nodules behind. Despite this, Raji regained some of her natural facial contours, especially around her cheeks and jawline. Today, she has embraced her unique journey and uses her story to raise awareness about the dangers of black market cosmetic procedures. Raji's story is one of incredible recovery and resilience. Number 3. Hang Myoku. Hang Myoku's story is a tragic example of how addictive behavior can lead to dangerous consequences. Once a successful model and singer, Hang's obsession with plastic surgery began at the age of 28, driven by a desire for flawless skin. She even moved to Japan to undergo multiple procedures. Over time, her relentless pursuit of perfection became so extreme that medical professionals refused to perform any further surgeries on her. Returning to Korea, her transformation was so drastic that even her parents couldn't recognize her. Although she initially sought psychiatric help, she eventually stopped attending therapy and found a plastic surgeon who was willing to continue her treatments. This led to her receiving silicone injections and the necessary supplies, including syringes, for self-administration. When she ran out of supplies, she resorted to injecting cooking oil into her face in desperation, resulting in severe swelling, scarring, and permanent disfigurement. Her story gained public sympathy, with donations made to help her restore her appearance. However, despite undergoing 10 surgeries, only some of the harmful substances were removed, and her face size was reduced. Now in her 60s, Hang works in a second-hand clothing store and relies on state assistance. Her deepest hope is to restore her original appearance, serving as a poignant reminder of the devastating effects of plastic surgery addiction. Number 4. Courtney Cox. Is it possible to turn back time without losing yourself in the process? Courtney Cox's journey through cosmetic procedures serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of going too far. Once known for her fresh, natural beauty as Monica Geller on Friends, Courtney began turning to cosmetic enhancements in an attempt to maintain a youthful appearance. What started with small doses of Botox and fillers gradually escalated as she sought to fight the natural signs of aging. Over time, however, these treatments began to change her face, especially around her cheeks and forehead, resulting in a stiffer, more frozen look. Cox has been candid about her regrets, admitting that the fillers made her face look so artificial that she barely recognized herself. Her features, once admired for their natural expressiveness, became rigid and overly enhanced, giving her a doll-like quality. The more procedures she had, the more she felt trapped in a cycle, where each new treatment seemed to require another to keep things in balance. Realizing how much the treatments had altered her appearance, Courtney decided to have her fillers dissolved in 2017, returning to a more authentic look. Since then, she has learned to embrace the aging process, reflecting on how the pursuit of eternal youth can sometimes have unintended consequences. Number 5. Katie Price. Katie Price's journey may provide some insight into the dangers of excessive cosmetic procedures. Once celebrated for her natural beauty early in her modeling career, Katie has undergone a staggering number of surgeries, completely changing her appearance over the years. Compared to her early days in the spotlight, her most recent transformations include her 6th facelift, which left her face unnaturally tight. A particularly extreme brow lift gave her a permanent expression reminiscent of Spock, something she has admitted she plans to fix in future surgeries. Her cheeks, too, have become more pronounced, likely due to fillers, giving her a fuller, more artificial look than her original softer features. In addition to the facelifts, Katie has had lip injections, leaving her lips noticeably plump to the point of looking overfilled. Her nose has also been reshaped multiple times, becoming more refined and sharper with each surgery. Despite mixed reactions from the public, Katie remains unapologetic, often comparing her body maintenance to fixing a car and expressing her desire to continue surgeries until she achieves her idea of perfection. Number 6. Janice Dickinson. Janice Dickinson's pursuit of eternal youth has completely transformed both her appearance and her life in ways she never expected. Once celebrated as the world's first supermodel, Janice began altering her looks in her early 30s, starting with breast augmentation before moving on to a series of facial surgeries. By the time she reached the height of her career as a reality TV judge, Janice had undergone multiple facelifts, liposuction, and Botox treatments, all of which reshaped her face. While her skin appeared smooth, the procedures lifted her features, resulting in a more unnatural look that lost some of her original contours. Cheek implants gave her a sharp, prominent look, but paired with Botox and fillers, her facial expressions became stiffer. Her lips, also enhanced with fillers, became noticeably plump, contributing to the exaggerated appearance that often caught the public's attention. Despite the dramatic changes, Janice remained unapologetic, even appearing on the show Botched to address a breast surgery gone wrong from 30 years earlier. Though these surgeries kept her in the spotlight, they also led to severe financial strain, ultimately resulting in her declaring bankruptcy in 2013 due to unpaid cosmetic surgery bills. Janice embraced her surgical journey, but the next celebrity's transformation was so extreme that even their own family couldn't recognize them. Number 7. Heidi Montag. Heidi Montag's decision to undergo 10 cosmetic surgeries in a single day is one of the most extreme examples of a dramatic transformation in a short period of time. In 2010, the reality TV star, best known for her role on The Hills, made headlines worldwide when she opted for a staggering number of procedures, all in one go. This bold move completely altered her appearance and sparked intense fascination and controversy among the public. Heidi, who was once admired for her youthful, natural beauty, emerged from the surgeries looking almost unrecognizable. Among the most noticeable changes were cheek implants, which gave her face a fuller, more angular look, significantly changing the soft contours that had once defined her features. A chin reduction procedure followed, designed to balance her facial structure. This gave her a more angular jawline that contrasted sharply with her previous, softer face. Heidi also underwent a second rhinoplasty, refining both the bridge and tip of her nose to create a slimmer, more pronounced shape. A brow lift further altered her appearance, raising her forehead and giving her an almost permanently wide-eyed expression. Her lips, also enhanced with injections, became noticeably plumper to the point of looking exaggerated, which only added to her transformed look. The result of this one-day transformation was a completely new Heidi, leading to mixed reactions from the public. While some praised her for her confidence and boldness in making such a drastic change, others criticized the procedures, questioning why she felt the need to alter her appearance so extensively. Number 8. Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim's transformation over the years has been one of the most dramatic and talked about in the entertainment industry, marked by a series of surgeries that have altered her appearance in ways that many never saw coming. Her journey with plastic surgery reportedly began after she endured domestic abuse, which left her with a broken nose that required several reconstructive surgeries. However, this painful event was only the beginning of a series of cosmetic procedures that would drastically change her appearance. Following her initial rhinoplasty, Lil' Kim's nose became progressively smaller, eventually taking on a slim, almost delicate shape that bore little resemblance to her original, more rounded features. Her once natural, expressive face began to change even further with the addition of cheek fillers, which gave her a much fuller and sharper look. This new, sculpted appearance contrasted starkly with the softer, more youthful features she was once known for, creating an almost unrecognizable version of herself. Botox was another procedure Lil' Kim frequently used, smoothing her skin and erasing most signs of aging. While this gave her a flawless, taut appearance, it also resulted in a stiff, expressionless face as her facial movements became limited by the overuse of the treatment. But perhaps one of the most controversial aspects of her transformation was the noticeable lightening of her skin tone over the years, which led to speculation that she had undergone skin bleaching treatments. Although Lil' Kim has repeatedly denied these claims, the change in her complexion has sparked plenty of public debate. Additionally, her lips became noticeably fuller, likely the result of lip augmentation, which further altered her look and added to the exaggerated appearance she had cultivated. Taken together, these changes have left Lil' Kim almost unrecognizable compared to her earlier days in the music industry, a transformation that has led both to admiration and criticism. Despite the mixed reactions, her journey serves as a striking example of how an evolving appearance, driven by cosmetic procedures, can completely shift one's image. Number 9. Carol Bryan. Carol Bryan's life was forever altered by a botched cosmetic procedure that serves as a sobering reminder of the risks that come with unregulated treatments. In 2009, at the age of 47, Carol, a woman from Florida, decided to undergo a cosmetic procedure to restore fullness to her face using fillers. She hoped the treatment would rejuvenate her appearance, but what followed was nothing short of a nightmare. The procedure went horribly wrong when two different types of fillers, including silicone, were injected into her forehead and cheeks, an error that would have life-altering consequences. Within months, Carol's face began to swell uncontrollably. The effects were immediate and devastating. Her forehead swelled to such an extent that it drooped over her eyes, severely impairing her vision. The fillers caused uneven swelling, and her facial skin contracted abnormally, resulting in a grotesque and unrecognizable appearance. The physical changes were so extreme that Carol had no choice but to use tape to pull her forehead up, just so she could see properly. As the swelling and disfigurement worsened, Carol was forced into isolation, ashamed and unable to face the world. Desperate for a solution, she underwent several corrective surgeries, but none could reverse the damage caused by the faulty injections. After years of enduring the physical and emotional toll, she finally found hope in Dr. Razajahe and Dr. Brian Boyd, who performed an intense 17-hour surgery to remove and replace the damaged tissue on her forehead. The surgery was a success in that it saved her life, but it came at a great cost. Carol lost complete vision in one eye and was left with years of physical recovery ahead of her. Today, Carol Bryan has become an advocate for safe cosmetic procedures, using her story as a powerful tool to raise awareness about the dangers of unregulated, unqualified treatments. Her journey serves as a stark reminder of how a single botched procedure can change everything, from physical health to emotional well-being. Number 10. Igor and Grishka Bogdanov. The next celebrities on our list took their cosmetic surgery journeys to extremes that defied all expectations, leaving the public both shocked and fascinated. Igor and Grishka Bogdanov, French twin brothers who gained fame in the 1970s for their roles in science fiction television shows, became just as well known for their extreme and controversial transformations. Initially celebrated for their striking features, chiseled jaws, high cheekbones, and symmetrical faces, the brothers began to undergo dramatic cosmetic procedures in the late 1990s. However, despite the obvious changes to their appearances, they consistently denied any surgical interventions. Instead, they claimed that their transformations were the result of technological experiments. One of the most notable aspects of their transformations was the dramatic elevation of their cheekbones, which became unnaturally plump and pronounced. These exaggerated cheekbones, combined with their increasingly elongated chins and fuller lips, gave their faces a stretched, almost alien-like appearance. By the 2000s, their facial features had morphed into something almost unrecognizable from their earlier looks, and by 2009, the transformation was so extreme that their public appearances, such as at the Cannes Film Festival, captured global attention. Fans and critics alike couldn't help but refer to their look as alien-like, a label the Bogdanovs seemed to embrace with humor and even pride. Their bizarre and surreal transformation sparked both admiration and concern, with many questioning the extent of the brothers' cosmetic procedures. While some admired their bold choices, others were unsettled by how far they had taken their pursuit of physical alteration. Yet their journey was only one chapter in a larger narrative of celebrities whose transformations would push the boundaries of beauty and surgery. The next celebrity on our list would take cosmetic enhancements to an entirely new level, leaving the public in even greater disbelief. Number 11. Priscilla Presley. Priscilla Presley, admired for her classic beauty and timeless grace, underwent a terrifying and life-altering change that began with a tragic mistake in 2003. At the time, Priscilla trusted an unlicensed doctor, Daniel Sono, who injected industrial-grade silicone into her face. The outcome was catastrophic. The silicone caused lumps, muscle paralysis, and scarring, leaving her face with a stiff, mask-like appearance that was particularly noticeable around her lips and cheeks. Despite undergoing corrective surgery in 2008 to fix the damage caused by Sono's botched procedure, the effects were difficult to reverse. Her natural high cheekbones, which had once given her an elegant and defined look, became unnaturally filled and swollen. Her lips also became overly plump, contributing to a look that was far removed from her previous, more subtle features. The overuse of facelifts and Botox further limited her ability to express emotions, leaving her face with a frozen, almost lifeless look. Her eyes and forehead appeared fixed, with little to no movement, and the skin on her face became stretched and rigid, resulting in a shiny, unnatural texture that erased the soft, youthful look she once had. In 2019, Priscilla faced another personal ordeal when she underwent surgery to remove cancerous tissue from her nose. This procedure intensified her anxiety about her appearance, especially concerning potential scars. In her efforts to mask the effects of the cancer surgery, she sought additional cosmetic procedures, only deepening her reliance on surgical interventions. Priscilla's relentless pursuit of youth and beauty led to a transformation that ultimately left her nearly unrecognizable to fans who had once admired her for her natural Hollywood allure. Number 12. Carrot Top. The next celebrity on our list remains shrouded in mystery when it comes to the changes in his appearance, leaving fans and experts alike to speculate. Scott Thompson, better known by his stage name Carrot Top, has been the subject of plastic surgery rumors for over a decade, with his transformation sparking a range of theories. Known for his fiery red hair, eccentric style, and energetic comedic persona, Carrot Top's appearance has evolved dramatically over the years. Despite repeatedly denying any cosmetic procedures, his altered facial structure has raised more than a few eyebrows. One of the most notable changes that fans have pointed to is his eyebrows, which now appear more arched and defined than in the early days of his career. This has led many to speculate that he may have undergone a brow lift. Additionally, his once angular face now appears noticeably fuller, leading some to believe he may have opted for cheek implants or facial fillers. His skin, which once appeared uneven, now looks smoother and more refined, sparking further rumors of Botox treatments or chemical peels. Despite the growing whispers about his possible surgeries, Carrot Top has remained adamant that his dramatic transformation is solely the result of his intense workout routine and commitment to a healthy lifestyle. In fact, he has humorously quipped that if he had gone under the knife, he would look even better. While he continues to deny any surgical enhancements, the speculation surrounding his appearance remains a constant topic of conversation. Number 13. Simon Cowell. When even your own son comments on your new look, you know something has gone terribly wrong. Simon Cowell, the music mogul and TV personality known for his brutally honest judgments on talent shows, has been equally candid about his own cosmetic surgery journey. Initially, he began with Botox injections to combat the early signs of aging. However, as the years went on, Simon took his pursuit of a more youthful appearance to a much more extreme level with a series of invasive procedures. The most noticeable transformations came from a string of facelifts, each intended to turn back the clock. Unfortunately, the results were not as expected. Instead of rejuvenating his appearance, the facelifts left Simon's skin excessively tight, causing his facial features to appear unnaturally stretched. His cheeks, in particular, were lifted so high that they gave him a constant look of surprise, which became one of the most talked-about aspects of his transformation. Simon's once sharp and defined jawline also became softer, losing the masculine contours that had previously defined his face, leading to a more rounded, less distinct appearance. Additionally, Simon underwent eyelid surgery to address sagging skin around his eyes. While the procedure was meant to restore a youthful look, it instead left his eyelids looking overly taut, giving him a wide-eyed, almost startled expression that seemed out of place. His appearance became so altered that, as he himself admitted in interviews, he felt like a character from a horror movie. His young son, Eric, even voiced his concern, commenting on how different and unsettling his father's appearance had become. In recent years, Simon has expressed deep regret about his cosmetic choices, acknowledging in interviews that he may have gone too far. Reflecting on his experiences, Simon admitted that he had become so accustomed to the surgeries that his own reflection no longer felt familiar to him. Number 14. Amanda Lepore. Can you imagine changing yourself so much that you become almost unrecognizable? For Amanda Lepore, this has been a reality. The renowned figure in New York's fashion and nightlife scenes, known for her bold and unapologetic persona, has undergone a series of dramatic plastic surgeries that have defined her image over the years. Her journey into transformation began at a young age, with her first nose job at just 15 years old. By the time she was 17, she had undergone gender reassignment surgery, marking the beginning of her extensive pursuit of beauty and self-expression through cosmetic procedures. As the years went on, Amanda's appearance became more and more sculpted, as she sought to embody the ideals of classic pin-up icons. To achieve this, she underwent a series of procedures, including multiple nose jobs to refine her facial features, lip fillers to achieve her signature full lips, and cheek implants to create heart-shaped cheekbones that gave her face an exaggerated yet striking symmetry. Her commitment to transforming her body extended to her figure as well, where she had her lower ribs removed in a controversial and painful surgery to create a tiny, impossibly narrow waist. In addition to these major changes, Amanda also had eyelid surgery to give herself a wide-eyed, almost doll-like look. To maintain her smooth, youthful skin, she frequently uses Botox and fillers, which help keep her appearance free of wrinkles and maintain a taut, sculpted look. Despite facing significant criticism for her altered appearance, which many have labeled as exaggerated or unnatural, Amanda has remained confident and unapologetic about her transformation. In fact, she has embraced her enhanced image with pride, famously declaring that she has the most expensive body in the world and expressing complete satisfaction with the results. Number 15. Jocelyn Wildenstein. Jocelyn Wildenstein, often dubbed Catwoman by the media, is one of the most infamous examples of facial transformation, with her cosmetic journey sparking fascination and controversy for decades. Her pursuit of a new look began in the 1990s during her marriage to billionaire art dealer Alec Wildenstein. It's widely believed that her husband's obsession with wild cats deeply influenced Jocelyn's decision to undergo a series of surgeries aimed at achieving a more feline-like appearance. The idea of resembling the grace and beauty of a big cat became her driving inspiration, leading her to invest millions of dollars into a series of dramatic procedures. The most striking and widely discussed change in Jocelyn's appearance is undoubtedly her eyes. Through several surgeries, including blepharoplasty eyelid surgery, Jocelyn's eyes were reshaped to slant upward, giving them the unmistakable look of a feline. This transformation quickly became one of the defining features of her new appearance, leaving the public captivated and often shocked by the results. Alongside her altered eyes, her cheekbones were significantly enhanced with implants and fillers, which gave her a sculpted, angular look that contrasted sharply with her previous softer facial features. Despite the dramatic alterations, Jocelyn has consistently denied undergoing excessive surgery, often attributing her striking cat-like features to her Swiss heritage. Her refusal to acknowledge the extent of her transformation has only fueled the media frenzy surrounding her appearance. Over the years, as she maintained a glamorous lifestyle as a prominent socialite, her surgeries became as famous as her once-envied beauty. Now, at 84 years old, Jocelyn continues to make headlines, not just for her once glamorous life, but for the extreme path she took in the name of beauty. Her transformation remains one of the most extreme in the history of cosmetic surgery, And while her appearance has changed dramatically, she remains unapologetic. Number 16. Anastasia Pokreshchuk. How far can someone go to reinvent their appearance with cosmetic enhancements? Anastasia Pokreshchuk, a Ukrainian model and influencer, has taken this question to new extremes, earning the title of the woman with the world's largest cheeks. Her journey into cosmetic procedures began in her 20s with subtle changes, but over time, she embraced a more dramatic transformation. The most striking aspect of her appearance is her cheeks, which have been filled to such an extent that they create sharp, almost angular contours, completely changing the softer, more youthful look she had before surgery. The size of her cheeks now gives her face a sculpted, unconventional aesthetic that draws attention for its boldness. In addition to her cheeks, Anastasia has also enhanced her lips, making them fuller, and used fillers on her chin and jawline to balance her new look. While many have criticized her appearance as unnatural, Anastasia has expressed that she's happy with her transformation. She shared that before undergoing the procedures, she felt invisible, describing herself as a gray mouse, but now she feels more confident, unique, and glamorous. For Anastasia, these changes weren't just about enhancing her appearance. They were about embracing a new sense of self. Number 17. Sharon Osbourne. The next celebrity's surgery left even her own family in shock. When a routine procedure leads to such a dramatic change that even your partner doesn't recognize you, something has clearly gone wrong. Sharon Osbourne, known for her blunt honesty, has always been open about her cosmetic procedures. "I've had my boobs done twice, a facelift and a neck lift, but I've never touched my eyes or lips. I don't like those plump lips," she once shared. But it was her 2021 facelift that truly shocked her, and for all the wrong reasons. Sharon revealed that the results of the surgery were nothing like what she expected. The procedure caused one of her eyes to sit noticeably lower than the other. "I looked like Quasimodo. One eye here, one eye there, and my face all distorted," she said, recalling the unsettling outcome. The 5.5-hour surgery not only left her face asymmetrical, but also caused intense pain during recovery. This wasn't Sharon's first disappointing experience with cosmetic surgery. She had undergone facelifts in 1987 and 2002, but this latest one left her regretting her decision. Even her husband, Ozzy Osbourne, reacted negatively to her altered appearance. Sharon admitted that she had to go through another corrective surgery to fix the misalignment, making her cosmetic journey even more complicated. Despite years of Botox, fillers, breast augmentation, and facelifts, Sharon has now declared that she is done with changing her look, saying, "I'm finished with altering how I look." While Sharon's journey with surgery has been challenging, it pales in comparison to the next celebrity, who took the pursuit of perfection to a whole new level. When you undergo so many procedures that you stop recognizing yourself, when does the quest for beauty cross the line? The next celebrity took the obsession with plastic surgery to an extreme that few could imagine. Number 18. Pete Burns. When plastic surgery turns into an obsession, the results can be both shocking and irreversible. Just ask Pete Burns. The charismatic lead singer of Dead or Alive became as well known for his ever-evolving appearance as for his music. Pete's journey with surgery began after a nose injury, which led him to get his first nose job. However, this was just the beginning of a series of procedures that would dramatically reshape his face over the years. The most obvious change was to his nose. After undergoing 4 rhinoplasties, Pete's nose became smaller, sharper, and narrower, bearing little resemblance to its original form. This set the stage for other alterations, including cheekbone implants that gave his face a much sharper, more angular look. His cheeks became so prominent that they almost overshadowed the rest of his features. His lips also became a central focus of his transformation. 2 lip injections left him with swollen, overly plump lips, which eventually led to complications. The swelling was so severe that Pete found it painful to even open his mouth, ultimately needing emergency surgery to prevent further damage. By the time of his final surgery, Pete had undergone over 300 procedures, leaving his face unrecognizable from its original form. His constantly changing appearance is unforgettable, but the next celebrity took the quest to preserve his youthful look even further. Number 19. Joan Rivers. Joan Rivers, the legendary comedian and television host, was known for her sharp wit as much as for her love of plastic surgery. Throughout her career, Joan openly embraced cosmetic procedures, often discussing her transformations with humor and pride. Her journey began at 32 with an eyelid lift, which marked the start of a series of surgeries that would dramatically reshape her appearance. Over the years, she underwent multiple facelifts, Botox injections, nose jobs, and liposuction, becoming one of the most famous examples of celebrity cosmetic enhancements. As the years passed, Joan's once youthful and expressive face gradually became tighter and more polished. Her features grew sharper and more angular, particularly after several face and brow lifts that left her forehead smooth but almost immobile. The frequent use of Botox and fillers erased the signs of aging, but also restricted her facial expressions, giving her a more frozen, doll-like look. Joan's nose also underwent significant changes through multiple rhinoplasties, becoming smaller and more symmetrical, which altered the overall balance of her face. Despite some critics who felt her appearance had been overdone, Joan fully embraced her love of surgery, jokingly calling herself the poster girl for plastic surgery. For Joan, these procedures weren't just about vanity. They were part of her persona and her unapologetic approach to life. Number 20. Lara Flynn Boyle. Lara Flynn Boyle, once widely known for her roles in Twin Peaks and The Practice, has become almost as famous for her changing appearance as for her acting career. Her transformation began in her 30s, driven by the pressure of Hollywood's aging standards, and over time she reportedly turned to a variety of cosmetic procedures. These included rhinoplasty, lip injections, Botox, and possibly brow lifts and facelifts. As a result, Lara's once sharp features began to look noticeably altered. Her lips, once natural, became plumper and tighter, giving them a swollen, overdone appearance. Botox and fillers contributed to her face appearing smooth but also stiff, especially around her forehead and cheeks, erasing much of her natural expression. Her cheeks in particular became increasingly full, likely due to excessive filler use, which altered the symmetry of her face over time. Despite the noticeable changes, Lara has remained tight-lipped about her procedures, sparking speculation from fans and experts alike about the extent of her cosmetic work. While she's kept mostly quiet on the subject, she has continued to make appearances on screen, including in recent projects like Death in Texas. Her transformation has left many questioning what happened to the once beloved star, but her silence only adds to the intrigue surrounding her. Number 21. Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke, once celebrated for his rugged good looks in the 80s, with iconic roles in 9½ Weeks and Angel Heart, had a face that was defined by sharp cheekbones and a strong jawline. However, his career took a dramatic turn after he suffered multiple severe facial injuries during his boxing career. To repair the damage, Rourke underwent a series of surgeries, including 5 nose jobs and extensive reconstructive work on his shattered cheekbones. Unfortunately, these surgeries had unintended consequences, drastically altering the structure of his face. His once angular features became rounder and more swollen, particularly around his cheekbones, which appeared fuller but strangely shaped. Additionally, his use of Botox and fillers left his face looking overly smooth and stiff, especially around his forehead and lips. Public reactions to Rourke's transformation have been mixed. While some expressed sympathy, understanding that the surgeries were medically necessary, others criticized him for taking things too far with cosmetic procedures. In recent years, Rourke has openly acknowledged his regrets, admitting that he chose the wrong doctor to fix his face. Despite these challenges, Rourke has continued to act, most notably earning critical acclaim for his role in The Wrestler, showing that his talent shines through, no matter the dramatic changes to his appearance. Number 22. Neven Ciganović. Neven Ciganović, a 54-year-old Croatian celebrity stylist and reality TV personality, has long been a prominent figure in Croatian media, known for his work on reality television and his extensive history of undergoing cosmetic surgeries. Over the years, Ciganović has been open about his transformations, with a focus on refining his appearance through various procedures. Recently, however, he revealed an unusual and concerning side effect from his most recent surgery. Ciganović underwent his third nose job at an Iranian clinic, a decision driven by cost considerations. However, what was supposed to be a routine procedure took a surprising turn when he developed priapism, a rare condition characterized by a persistent and painful erection. This unexpected side effect was the result of an allergic reaction to the anesthetic used during the surgery. Priapism is a serious medical condition that requires immediate intervention to prevent long-term damage, including irreversible erectile dysfunction. The French Association of Virology emphasizes that timely and proper management of the condition is crucial to avoid complications. Despite this unsettling complication, Neven Ciganović has remained resilient and continues to pursue his passion for surgical enhancements. He expressed a desire to undergo one more procedure to perfect his look, aiming for both personal satisfaction and global recognition. Number 23. Cardi B. The American rapper whose music resonates with both young and older audiences is as outspoken in her personal life as she is in her song lyrics. One of the aspects that set her apart is her candidness about her experiences with plastic surgery, including both her triumphs and the mistakes she's made along the way. During an Instagram live session, Cardi B shared a deeply personal revelation. She had recently undergone surgery to remove her butt implants, a decision she made in August after years of dealing with complications from the procedure. Cardi B explained that the implants, which were primarily composed of 95% biopolymer, were done during her time as a stripper. She recalled feeling pressured into getting the implants and admitted to paying just $800 for the procedure, which was performed by someone in a basement. The decision, she later learned, was a dangerous one, as biopolymers are a risky material that can spread throughout the body, potentially causing serious health issues. Cardi B expressed regret over her choice, emphasizing how challenging the removal process was, and issued a strong warning to her followers, urging them never to opt for such a procedure under any circumstances. The rapper further revealed the troubling background of the person who performed the surgery, noting that the individual was linked to a tragic incident in which a woman had passed away due to similar injections. While Cardi B has become known for her frankness about plastic surgery, her aversion to biopolymers doesn't mean she is against all cosmetic procedures. She has openly admitted to undergoing a nose job, explaining that she was never happy with the shape of her nose and wanted to make a change. She even mentioned that she didn't like her father's nose and decided to alter her own. Cardi B firmly believes that if you're unhappy with any part of your body, it's perfectly acceptable to make alterations, but only if done safely and under proper care. Number 24. Jackie Stallone. Jackie Stallone, now 91 years old, has been candid about her journey with cosmetic surgery and the regrets she carries as a result. In a deeply personal interview, Jackie reflected on the various procedures she underwent over the years, acknowledging how they've altered her appearance in ways she never intended. She humorously described the outcome of some of her surgeries, saying they made her look like a chipmunk with a mouthful of walnuts, a sharp and honest reflection of how the work didn't turn out as expected. Along with these regrets, Jackie also opened up about the hardships she's faced recently, including a health scare when she suffered a heart attack. The past year has been especially challenging for her, marked by the tragic deaths of her daughter, Toni, and her grandson, Sage, both of whom passed away in her home. Despite these personal losses, Jackie has maintained a resilient and active lifestyle, showing strength and determination in the face of adversity. Living in a luxurious Santa Monica condo near the ocean, Jackie leads a fulfilling life. She keeps herself busy by attending tap dance lessons 3 times a week, working with a personal trainer twice a week, and spending 2 hours a day playing her piano, activities that help keep her both physically and mentally active. Although she doesn't partake in the typical Hollywood parties, Jackie believes in setting an example for older generations. As she puts it, "I became a role model for movie stars once I turned 50 because growing old and thriving is their greatest fear. But as I age, I become more popular." Number 25. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's dramatic transformation is one of the most talked-about cases of plastic surgery in the world. A comparison of photos from his early years, when he was a young star in the Jackson 5, to the final images taken before his untimely passing in 2009, reveals an astonishing shift in his appearance. Reports, including those from the Daily Mail, suggest that Michael underwent a substantial number of procedures, many of which were meant to fix surgeries that had gone wrong in the past. His journey with plastic surgery began in 1979, when he decided to undergo rhinoplasty to refine his nose. Michael's apprehension about the procedure was so significant that, reportedly, he asked his sister, LaToya Jackson, to have the surgery first as a test. Once he was satisfied with the results, he proceeded with his own surgery, marking the beginning of what would become a life-altering series of cosmetic procedures. Dr. E.A. Gorbis, an expert in body dysmorphic disorder, speculated that Michael may have undergone as many as 100 surgeries during his lifetime. While the exact number and types of surgeries remain unclear, it's widely believed that these procedures significantly changed his appearance, to the point where his ethnicity became difficult to discern. Dr. Wallace Goodstein, who worked with Michael's team of surgeons in the 1990s, disclosed that the surgeries Michael underwent included multiple nose jobs, cheek implants, eyelid surgeries, and even the insertion of a CFT chin facial transplant. According to Dr. Goodstein, Michael would frequently visit for surgeries, sometimes undergoing as many as a dozen procedures during each visit, often every 2 months. Despite the dramatic changes to his appearance, Michael's quest for transformation appeared to be more than just about vanity. His surgeries became a part of his journey with self-perception, and his transformation raised questions about the pressures he felt in his personal and professional life. What are your thoughts on the impact of plastic surgery on celebrities? Do you think the industry puts too much pressure on stars to alter their looks? Or is it a personal choice? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content about famous celebrities who became unrecognizable after plastic surgery gone wrong. Stay tuned for more insights into the world of celebrity.